We are here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for my home gym tour. It's been about 1 year since you guys have seen this. I've added a lot of new equipment, including the rep Pepins, a lat pull-down machine, and I've even upgraded my Bells of Steel rack. Let's get the tour started.
Massenomics.
What is up, guys? Welcome to my home gym, the Massenomics home gym, at least the Massenomics home gym of Sioux Falls. I'm Tommy. Tanner's behind the camera. It's been a little over a year since we've done one of these, and I want to give you guys an update on what I've been up to in my garage gym here. There's been some updates, there's been some changes, some moving, some shuffling of equipment, and I want to share that with you guys. So, Tanner, you ready to check this out?
I am excited. I've just gotten a first couple glances at it, and there's some pretty sweet upgrades. It's a way different home gym already.
It is. Okay, well, maybe let's talk about the elephant in the room, maybe the horse in the room, and that's the flooring has changed. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Tanner, but I'm no longer on horse stall mats, which is kind of like shaking me to my core. My foundation is on shaky ground. It seems
I have
like
mixed feelings.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to this, but I got to give a shout out to my buddy Ashton over at Freedom Fitness. He surprised me with this premium hammer-clad 3/4 inch rubber flooring. Did not ask for it, did not know about it. I just had a truck show up at my house, and this is what showed up. These floor mats, 3/4 inch thick, with the red fleck, because it's Massenomics. You got to have that red in here.
I knew about it. I was in on the whole.
Apparently you did. Yeah, you were the only one, not me.
You just got punked.
Yeah, so that's one of the biggest changes right off the bat here. Is the flooring has changed. It's a pain to install. I'll have a full video on that. Stay tuned. But yeah, the end product does look really, really good. We're gonna start over here right away, Tanner. I want to show you some stuff. So, wall control. We got the knee sleeves. We got your wrist straps. You know, all your odds and ends, your fat grips. You know, shoes, grippers, collars, bands. Nothing too crazy there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you one thing. Been on a bit of a what we call a daisy chain kick lately, and
you're kind of the daisy chain man now.
I'm kind of the daisy chain guy. Well, you were maybe one of the first ones to bring it up in a video, but I've been daisy chain, and I would highly recommend if anyone has a cable tower, lat pull down machine of some kind, especially with a low row, get a pair of these, and there's a ton of stuff you can do. It just gives you all these different attachment points to basically give the cable a little more room, a little more area to work with. It gives you a lot more access to different workouts. I'm only about a month into having these things, and woo!
Maybe you should show us like the 20-second tutorial of how that actually works.
See it? Well, okay, maybe when we get to that. I'll give you. Yeah, I don't want to jump around here
so
too
is that
much.
Your favorite updated attachment?
I'll
that
say
you
this.
got
For $12, bang for your buck, these are really, really hard to beat.
And that's an Amazon product?
That's an Amazon product.
And
we do have an affiliate, so we'll put a link in our bio, maybe include these ones directly so you guys can go right there and give us some of that sweet cut of that $12 purchase you guys make. We'll be rich in no time. So yeah, you got your wall control there. A few little Massenomics decorations, you know, gotta have some of those around, those authentic license plates. But right here, Tanner,
yeah,
we got maybe one of the most hyped up items of the last year in the home gym space, and that is the rep Pepin, maybe the Repins if you're deep in the scene is how we call it. We call it the Repins where I come from, Tanner. Are you familiar with that term?
Yeah, but in South Dakota we just call them the Repins.
That's right. And they're sitting on this beautiful Black Widow dumbbell cart. Look at that thing. Yeah. Isn't it amazing?
I hope the finish and everything comes across on video.
Woo, baby. It's a thing of beauty. Look how easy I'm moving this. So the last time we talked, you know, I was going through dumbbell hell. I didn't know what I wanted. I'd tried a lot of different things. As the year went on, I realized, no, I need something good that is also quick and easy to change, because if I got to mess around with changing weights, doing all that, I'm just not going to do it. And had my eye on these. I ordered a pair last year at the very end of the year. Took a couple months to show up, and they're amazing, man. Like again, we'll have a full review, a full video on these coming out, so stay tuned. But I love them. They're a great product. They're spendy, but if you can work it in your budget, I highly recommend them. And if you really want to go crazy, get the Black Widow cart to put them on. Because
yeah, so you had the Repins first for a while before having.
I did have them just laying on the floor like a I don't know. like an uncivilized person over here. And then you put them on the cart, and it's not a necessity by any means, but it is nice just to be able to shuffle them around, move them around, and
it looks really sweet too.
And it looks sweet too. I mean, that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Here's a little thing that I don't see in a whole lot of home gym tours we go to. What is this black box? It's just a foam pad. And a foam pad, what do you do with that? Well, you can do stretches, you can put your knees on there. But what I do with
I know what that is. That's the monolith from
yes, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes, there you
there.
go. Yeah.
I use this to do Nordic curls on my rack. I learned it from No Way Jose. This again was like a $20 Amazon purchase, and to me it kind of what I want from a GHR. I've been debating getting a GHR, GHD, whoever, depending on who you are, and they take up so much room, and the main thing I want is just that leg curl, that leg, Nordic curl type movement. I figured out a way to hack it on the rack. Takes up no space, and all you need is a leg roller and a $20 pad, and boom, you're in business. So this was another good little purchase that I would recommend. Moving along.
Oh, you missed your strongman corner though too.
Big strongman guy over here. Okay, hold up. We got the Cerberus sandbag.
Yeah.
I might be getting rid of that. I have not touched that thing in like a year. I hate doing sandbags. It is filled with sand, I at least know how that part goes.
How heavy is the bag?
It's a 220-pound bag, but I only filled it to I think 180, and that's heavy enough for me. I just don't like doing them. They suck. Like they're good. I probably should be doing them. They're good for you, but I don't like doing them. So that might be on the way out at some point here. Moving along, in case you're wondering, if it wasn't obvious, this is a Massenomics certified training facility. You say, what is that? Well, I'm telling you, go to massenomics.com/certified. You can get signed up for yourself. It's a pretty extensive map. What are we at, Tanner? 300 locations?
Over 350.
Over 350 locations around the world are Massenomics certified training facilities. What do you get by becoming one? Well, you get to be on our map, and it's the most likely way that you will appear in one of these gym tour videos someday, because that is how we find the locations. We pop on that map, we look for areas of the country where there's sweet gyms, and if yours is on there, we might come there someday. So think about that, massenomics.com/certified. Got our flags and banners, not a ton's change there, but this was one of the biggest additions of the past year. This bad boy right here, this is the OEI, no longer in business, OEI lat pull down low row cable machine, and I drove all the way to Minneapolis to get this. Minneapolis is about a 3.5-hour drive one way. It was in rough shape. I did like a full restore on it. I took almost everything off it. I painted almost the entire thing. Got a little custom Massenomics 3D nameplate up there, for a little pop. Replaced a few of the pulleys, and now
Are they aluminum?
Not aluminum. Probably be nicer, but
Does it work without aluminum pulleys still?
believe it or not, it actually does work without aluminum pulleys. I know Big Fitness doesn't want you to think that, but you can get by with just regular nylon pulleys. So something to keep in mind there. Yeah. But I've had this thing almost a year now, and it has been an amazing piece. And what's unique about this, I don't know if you've noticed, Tanner, a lot of the lat pull-down machines on the market, the plates are turned the other way. They're turned 90 degrees.
Yep.
And what that does is, instead of this machine having a footprint of, 4.5 feet, it makes the machine have a footprint of like closer to 6, 7, 8, depending on if they have a low, or if they have some of these new ones have a bench that comes all the way down when it's fully extended. Some of these new lat pull-down machines have a footprint of almost like 9 feet. So what I really like about this thing in the home gym is just compact, and it does what I need it to. And we got the adjustable foot plate down here.
Can you do the footprint in terms of horse stall mats?
Yeah.
Americans will do anything not to use the metric system.
Horse stall mat. So you can see actually 4 foot. So I'm only about 2 feet wide, so a half of a horse stall mat wide, and it's like not even a full horse stall. So it easily fits on a horse stall mat, easily. But this thing has been great for me. I use it for lat pull downs. I use it for, let me show you something now.
The daisy chain?
Let me
On the low row, how's the range of motion? I heard people talking about range of motion on low rows. Is there a good range of motion?
It's excellent, man. So I keep some of my attachments back here. Let's just say you wanted to do, just your classic, what do you call this, a V handle, and
Yeah.
you're doing some type of row. I'll move the weight down here for the sake of example, but you know, if I take a seat, and sometimes you want to be a little more comfortable, sometimes I'll do this right here. Grab this guy, brought my own seat.
Did you say that's on Amazon too?
That's on Amazon, yep. So sometimes I'll throw that down there, come up here, and look, you get in there. Look, I mean, this thing has unlimited room. You can't, as far as that goes, you can't run out of room there. So that works great. But otherwise, I was going to give you a little daisy chain demo here.
Yeah. Everyone always wants to know about the daisy chains.
One exercise I've been playing with, you know, I'm a big optimal guy. I'm always looking for that optimal exercise. And
You and Jeff Nippard.
me and Jeff Nippard, I saw him highly recommend. He said, you got to do these tricep overhead extensions. And I wanted to do it, but what I couldn't do is I'm a little taller guy, you know, I'm 6'1". By the time I get the cable to here, it's already running out of room. And that's where daisy chains come to the rescue. I throw one of these guys right here, connect it on, just like that. My cable has increased in length by, 4 feet? I throw that on here, connect it up, get my overhead tricep extensions going. I get here, find the tension, walk away, boom, look at that. Oh, hypertrophy city on the triceps.
When I notice,
And when you're done, what do? You go, tension's gone.
you have 2 daisy chains.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering, have you ever had a reason to daisy chain the daisy chains?
I haven't, but now that
But you could.
Now you got my brain going.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout. I think that's the new fitness craze coming.
Yeah.
So that's the lat pull down machine. What do you think, Tanner? Am I missing anything on it?
No, I love it. It's that's the hack on lat pull downs. If you can be so lucky to find a commercial lat pull down used on the second market, that's a sweet score.
And you know, the other thing with that too is just range of motion with lat pull down machines. And
Yeah.
here, I won't get the bar out, but you can see, you know, there's no shortage. There's plenty of length there. So
Yeah.
that's the other nice part is I'm not cutting the range of motion at all on something like that. All right, should we keep moving?
Yeah.
Now we're looking at this bad boy. The Bells of Steel Hydra 3x3 5/8 inch rack. Last year, it was a 4-post flat foot design. This year, as of 3 days ago, we are now a 6-post. The flat foot's gone. We're talking about a 6-post rack. And I wanted to make a little upgrade. I thought it was time to broaden my horizons, get bigger, go crazier with this stuff. And this is another one. We're gonna have a full review talking about my year experience with this Bells of Steel rack, why I upgraded, all that stuff. But I'll just give you a quick overview of the rack. As far as the front part where I work out of, not a ton has changed. You know, we still got the classic Bremy Strong J cups here. These things are beefy, Massenomics red, got the logo, amazing stuff. Check out Bremy's products while you're at it. He has some really cool rollers, J cup rollers coming out. I forget what the official name is on those, but check out his website. Those are some really interesting products he has going on. Got the strap safeties. Gotta have the drink safety, Tanner. You can't be lifting in a rack and not be safe.
Well, you got custom badges up there too.
Yeah, shout out Darko on that one. And then if you really know somebody, you might have one of these. Ever seen one of those?
Is that professional Massenomics red?
Yes. It pops, doesn't it?
It does really pop.
So I got one of those. The Daily Driver, the 29 millimeter Texas power bar. My favorite power bar for the money. Got the EliteFTS.
What do you like best about the Texas Power Bar?
I don't know where to start, man. It's strong as a house. It's grippy. It's maintenance free. It looks great. I mean, if you really had to tell me to narrow it down to one, obviously we know I'm a big history guy. So I'm all about the
There
history
it
of
is.
this
Yep.
thing. You know, there's 20 other reasons to like it, but when it comes down to it, it's the history. Everyone knows that, right? I'm joking a little bit.
Yeah.
EliteFTS SS yoke bar.
Discount code MASS10.
Yes, save you 10% at EliteFTS. Going through here, we got the custom rack header. On the 6-post now. All right, so a couple reasons. One was I wanted some more storage options. That's, I mean, to me, one of the biggest things that a 6-post rack gets you. Up here I have the Rogue 3-bar vertical holder, and I have a Strength Co. standard bar, a red Cerakote Texas deadlift bar. This was new. I didn't have this one last year. God, what a great, I mean, it is the deadlift bar standard, right? Like, if you're talking deadlift bars, it's the Texas deadlift bar and everything else is a distant last place, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Curl bar. Now this ain't your ordinary curl bar here. You know, we joke on a lot of these that the curl bar fairy shows up at your house, a silver bar comes out of nowhere and it's placed in the corner. This is a premium option. First of all, it's black. It's not silver. This is the CB30 from the Strength Co.
Oh, yeah.
American made, obviously, as all Strength Co products are. And I've been known to rip a few curls in this bad boy. And I just like that it's a little different than your standard curl bar, you know?
So when you're deadlifting, do you always use the deadlift bar now?
I'd say 90% of the time, yeah. Yeah, it's occasionally just to change it up, I will go back to the stiff bar. But once you get used to that 27 millimeter deadlift bar, it just feels so good in the hand having that deadlift bar to work with. And the knurling is awesome on it too, so that's good. I don't really use this anymore, but I do have this loadable dumbbell from the Strength Co. too, their MB12. It's a high quality product, no complaints about it. Once you got rep-ins, there's no going back. What else do we got here? Oh, I got a little leg roller from Rep Fitness. I use that to do some Nordic curls in the rack. That's been a recent addition. And then of course we have the Rep AB 5200 version 2 with their red color. This does not decline. I'm not a decline guy over here, so I don't have the decline option, but other than that, it can do everything you want it to, incline to all types of directions.
How's the gap?
Don't mind the gap. No, to me, the gap is non-existent.
Yeah.
You know, it's there. What is that? I don't know. It might be an inch gap, but this back pad is long enough that you don't feel the gap when you're, you know, I'm 6'1", and I can stay completely on the top pad when I'm benching. So the gap is a non-factor on this. I went back, Tanner, and watched my last year's video where I talked about plans for the upcoming gym, or what I thought I wanted to add to the gym, make changes to, whatever. And one of the things I mentioned was climate control. You know, we're in South Dakota here. It can get up to 100 and something in the summer and negative 30 in the winter. What have I done about that? Right here.
The fan.
Put a fan in the wall. No, we got an electric heater. I looked at a few options. The first thing I looked at, I should have just done this. We built this house. I should have just done this when I built the house, had them put a natural gas heater in. That is the preferred, most efficient method to do this. But talked to a few different companies. All the quotes I was getting were for over $5,000 to put heating in. I really didn't want to spend that money. My father-in-law is an electrician. He wired up this electric heater for me, and the garage is insulated well in the winter. You know, when we had those days where it's 0 and below out here, I throw this on an hour before I come out. It usually gets to 50-ish. Then you just got your sweats on and you get a good workout in. So that has been key to keeping me working out all winter long. And then in the summer, you know, you gotta have a fan in South Dakota here. You got the Menards special.
I was gonna say, I can tell where that came from.
Master Force right there. That's how you know it's good.
Yeah.
I think.
You didn't. What plates do you use?
Oh yeah. One of the most important pieces of this whole thing. All right, we got these Strength Co. made in the USA, smooth yet easy to grip, black Cerakote. Let me get a 45 out. Let me show you the real deal here. Look at that. This is over a year of use in a home gym setting. You know, these things get beat up barely in Massenomics gym because they're going through the ringer. In my home gym, this thing looks brand new, doesn't it, Tanner?
It does actually look brand new.
And that's a year of use. That's a year of heavy use right there.
Yeah.
Over a year of heavy use. So, Strength Co. If you want the durability test in a home gym, there it is.
Did you have the same tune set up already last time?
I did, but I can give a quick recap on that. So here's a stereo hack. If you want better sound system for your gym, a lot of people have, the little portable Bluetooth speakers, things like that, and they're fine, they can get by, but you could do this really cheap and really upgrade your sound system, is get stereo speakers. You can get any stereo speakers. This is from an old Sony set I bought when I was in like middle school. And you take the stereo speakers, wire those up, and then you get this, it's a Fosi audio, F-O-S-I audio. Get that on Amazon. It's just a stereo receiver. It has Bluetooth on it too, and I think that was like $50. You plug that in, you come out, flip that on, you got Bluetooth on your phone, and now you got sound separation between the two speakers. They're big so they can get loud, they sound good, and between the $50 receiver and a lot of people probably either have some old speakers laying around, or I can almost guarantee you could hop on Marketplace and probably find an old pair of stereo speakers for $50 or less. For $100, you could have a pretty nice sound system in your gym. So something to think about there if you want to upgrade the audio quality. What's on the plan for next year? I think I would like to increase the lighting in here a little bit. You know, right now we got the garage doors open. It's big and bright. My electrician father-in-law put these bigger lights in. But I said, I want more light. I need more light. And he goes, I got bigger ones even. I can get you some bigger ones. So I might put some more lights in, maybe even a second row.
Could you daisy chain them, or is that not required when the actual electrical work is happening?
When there's actually an outlet underneath each one, I don't know if you need to daisy chain them, but it's something to look into.
Yeah.
I'll ask him about it. He's the electrician, I'm not. So the lighting would be one. Outside of that, I have some little tiny things on my wish list. Like I might look at getting some spotter arms just to have a second station out here, you know. But really, I kind of said this last year probably. I don't have anything major in mind.
Yeah.
But
is there any barbells that you feel like, because now you have more places to put them?
I
so
do
you
have. That is actually, that didn't dawn on me until right now. I was kind of done on barbells because I ran out of storage.
Right.
I could maybe someday.
Yeah.
There's still probably a few things I'd want to get before that, but yeah, I could definitely see myself getting some more barbells. I don't know.
What if you got any more attachments?
That would be,
the attachment wall is getting pretty full.
So yeah, when I say small things, attachments would be on that list. You know, you can get all types of attachments for $50 to $100. So I might add on I was just looking at this last night. I might add on one more wall control panel. Get some more attachments, get the ones I have off the ground. There's a lot of independent creators, smaller shops out there that are making cool attachments all the time, so it'd be cool to have a few more of those. Maybe someday, if you looked on the rep-ins, I only have the 80-pound set. I could possibly see myself wanting to upgrade to the 120 just for the sake of completion, but that's, again, pretty low on my list because I don't really use dumbbells heavier than 100, even 80 pounds. So these are totally acceptable for the time being, but that's mostly the gym. Any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering one thing. Do you think you could get strong in this gym?
Oh, hell yeah, you can get strong in here. I prep for 2 powerlifting meets in this gym. It's been a great training environment for me. I can't imagine my life without a home gym now. So
more so here than any other gym we've toured. You know you can get strong in this gym.
I know from experience. I have hundreds of workouts in this gym, and I love this place, man. It's hard to believe I didn't ever have a home gym at this point.
One other thing you added, it's not sitting here in front of us right now.
Oh,
yeah.
should we take a quick look at that?
Maybe we should.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's one more thing. Hang on. I said one more thing, Tanner. Big cardio guy over here. That was something else I had on my wish list last year. I needed some cardio. I didn't know what to do. I looked at a lot of different options. I was really leaning towards the rower. And finally, I saw a video by our good buddy, Basement Brandon, where he was explaining the virtues of the Peloton system, and I was sold. That was all I needed, his 3-minute video. Hopped on Marketplace. These things are really cheap used on Marketplace compared to new, like more than 50% off. Found one locally, had it within 3 days, and I've been rocking some cardio lately. And I gotta say, the Peloton system is pretty fun. I get why people like it. They basically take care of the programming, all the thinking for you. You hop on, you pick the class length, and you just go. And I guess with cardio, it's fun. This machine doesn't take up a ton of room. This is probably not its final place. I've only had this like 2 weeks. I just threw it in the spare bedroom because I didn't know where else to put it for sure. But Tanner, you had a Peloton. What do you think?
Looks just like the one I got at home.
Are your legs over there like just getting ready to
Yeah,
pedal?
I'm like just getting in the mood right here.
Mm-hmm. So this is the cardio solution. And will I have this forever? I don't know, but for the time being, I'm having fun. I'm looking forward to this winter when the weather is brutal and outside walks suck to be able to get some cardio inside the house in like a 70-degree room instead of something that's negative 20. I think that wraps up the gym tour now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think people would be upset though if you didn't introduce Bernie as long as he's
Bernie,
here for the tour.
This big old boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your training
bye, Bernie.
training partner.
See ya. All right. Bernie's getting tired of us, so head on over to Massenomics.com, buy some merch, follow the podcast, become a supporting member. It's the number one way to support everything we do. Massenomics.com/join. It keeps us pumping out these videos, keeps us doing gym tours, going all over the country, and we will see you guys next time.